Hi, my name is Mark.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
If you play guitar, you've probably heard all of those names for picking techniques. Alternate picking, cross picking, economy picking, sweep picking, hybrid picking, finger picking.
Just fucking pick something!
And at first, it can all sound kind of scary.
Oh, I'm so scared.
All of those variations of techniques and different ways to hit a string, when all you want to do is play those notes, or that note, and you don't want to be thinking, oh, should I use economy picking for this? Or should I use cross picking, or should I use hybrid picking?
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Well, the reality is, there are tons of picking techniques, because if you ask different people to play the same lick, even if they use the same technique, they will be slightly different.
Really?
Not only adapt, but some people can naturally adapt to different techniques when they're struggling with a solo or some kind of a crazy lick.
We all do.
I mean, theoretically, you could play every single lick with just alternate picking, but it would take a lot of hard work. The same thing for just down picking. Theoretically, if you were strong enough and fast enough and resistant enough, you would be able to play every single lick with just down picking.
You are so weak.
But nowadays, guitar players are encouraged to learn most of these different picking techniques, because it kind of gives you a different sound. If you hit a note with a pick, it would sound like this. And if you would pluck a note with your fingers, it would sound like this. It's a slight difference, but it can make a change.
Say what?
But now, getting to the juicy part of this video. What if I told you you could learn and practice all of those picking techniques with just one riff from one song, and still get the girls? Well, kinda.
It's not possible.
No.
And the riff/song that I'm suggesting to you is Snow by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You serious?
For those who know the song, you probably know what I'm suggesting. But for those who don't, you're probably thinking,
how can John Frusciante and the rest of the guys from the Red Hot Chili Peppers invent a song that's so helpful like that? Aren't they all about the give it away now, and can't stop, and Californication and all those things?
well, this is kind of a norm already, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
He's right. Do you know that?
Let's just get to the playing part. By the way, just as a disclaimer, I guess, I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to get girls by playing this. But if you're able to master techniques by playing a song from a band that girls will probably like, it's better than saying, yeah, check this out, I learned how to do sweep picking and tapping and alternate picking and hybrid picking and finger picking because of Dream Theater. Don't get me wrong, Dream Theater is super cool, but it's not like the cool kids will listen to Dream Theater. So, for those who don't know the song, or maybe just the main riff, it goes kind of like...
In my opinion, that sucked.
And if you're talking theory-wise or what's going on with those notes, you're basically outlining the chords with triads. You have a G-sharp minor triad in the third position. And if you want to learn more about triads and theory, I have a video you should check out in the cards section, right here. So yeah, G-sharp minor in the third inversion. Then you have E major in the first inversion. Then you have B major in the first inversion. Then you have F sharp major in the first inversion. You have a slight variation in there, where you still go to F sharp major, but instead of going in the first position in this octave here, you go for it in the second position, an octave lower, right here. And the riff itself, it's pretty much going for the triad, and then going back to that second note, then doing this little thrill. And you do it in every position.
My ears.
For those who have looked closely, you've probably noticed that I was doing hybrid picking on those patterns. To be completely honest, I did not bother to check out if John Frusciante does this or not, but I think he's probably doing the alternate cross picking thing, not hybrid picking like I do. But I think it's irrelevant for this video, because we're going to be talking about multiple techniques. And again, if you're not really sure about what all these terms mean, like alternate picking or cross picking or sweep picking and economy picking, hybrid picking, finger picking, you should check out some videos about that. Maybe some of my videos, which again, will be in the cards section.
Okay.
So we talked a little bit about hybrid picking. We talked a little bit about that alternate cross picking thing. And and getting to the other techniques, some of you may be thinking,
Well, yeah, but I could play any song like Sweet Home Alabama, for instance, and I could practice my higher picking there too. Or maybe my sweep picking. Why I play that song in particular?
why I chose this song is because of that little thrill in there. Because if you're doing just alternate picking, it becomes a simple pattern, and patterns are easy to remember and practice. With that little thrill in there, you still got a pattern along those different triads, but it makes you think a little bit more, or at least I think so. If you want to practice your alternate cross-picking technique, going for that kind of one note per string crazy stuff from like John Petrucci and Steve Morse and Kiko Loureiro, this is a good song to practice. You start slow, so then you can play it faster. If you're trying to practice your sweeping or your economy picking, the same thing applies here too. You can just go. Just like those sweeping exercises. But if you show a girl, she will probably not care much. But if you play, maybe that time you'll get lucky. And if you want to get rid of your pick and practice your finger picking, this technique works as well. You may be tired of this song already.
Are you sure about that?
But I think you'll get more bored with exercises like, or exercises like, than playing a song that it's kind of fun, I guess, and is at least catchy.
Bored as she.
And it's important to realize that even if you don't particularly like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or John Frusciante's guitar playing, or maybe you don't like the song itself, this little riff is a good starting point to practice those techniques. Sure, you can find some boring exercises on the internet, but at least for me and most of my students, practicing techniques with this song seems to work better.
Here's a phone. Call somebody who cares.
And I guess that's it. Again, thank you so very much for watching. Hope this video was helpful to you. And if it was helpful to you in any way, please leave a comment below telling me what you thought of the video, what kind of videos I should make, and what I can improve on.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
As always, I'm giving away free one-on-one Skype lessons.
My favorite.
And all you have to do to win one free Skype lesson and discounts on future lessons is to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, follow me on Instagram, and like my Facebook page. After that, DM me on one of those social media with screenshots, proving that you did everything mentioned before. Anyone can enter this giveaway, but they are limited though, so you gotta be fast.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And maybe check out some of my other videos. If you're watching this one, perhaps you're interested in 5 music theory concepts explained for guitar. Or perhaps, what about an easy way to mix scales and create new licks? Or even perhaps, 5 chord progressions that you've probably heard before, but you didn't really know you did. Or perhaps you just didn't learn them in the first place. All of those videos will be either on the card section of the video, or in the annotations on the end screen. And yeah, I guess that's it. Again, thank you so very much for watching, consider subscribing, and cheers!